Welcome to Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, our special holiday show. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. This show is all about the holiday season, how it affects your home, your family, and you.
We've got some great holiday themes for you today, ranging from the front yard to the kitchen, and some personalized gifting ideas that are truly from the heart.
You know, it's all the kind of topics that help make your life easier, more enjoyable for the holidays.
So stick around and see it all right here on Designing Spaces Holiday Special.
You know, Debbie, my kids are all grown up now, but when they were little, they loved going to look at all the house decorations.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the ones that went that extra step. It really captured their imagination.
Yeah, and you always knew which house that was, and year after year you have to go back to that same house. I know. I was a kid not too long ago, and I'd do the same thing myself.
All right. I'm not even going to touch that, but why don't we see how Rhonda Castagna teamed up with some experts on holiday yard decorations. Watch this.
This year, we're gonna do it up right. Bigger than ever. We're gonna have the best holiday decorations on the block.
That time of the year is just around the corner, and kids of every age love the lights and yard decorations. Designing Spaces teamed up with some new friends to help make their yard one that'll bring delight to everyone in the neighborhood. Lending her expertise to the holiday yard decoration project is Deborah Ball from Jemmy Industries, a manufacturer and creator of seasonal decor.
Well, Deborah, this is such a fun way to spend the afternoon decorating this beautiful house for the holiday season. And I know you brought along some things that are really going to excite the kids. So what have we got here today?
Well, when you think of decorating for the holidays, the first thing that comes to mind is lights, of course. Now, if you want to create an effective and memorable theme, it's really good to center it around an icon or a symbol that's recognizable at a first glance. So to do this, we have a host of great, easy-to-use inflatable decor pieces as well as colorful strings of lights that will create a dazzling light show.
So what is our first step?
Well, the first step, you really want to think about what your theme is going to be, and that's a great place to start.
We could put the giant Mickey air balloons there and there, where you can see them from the street. Then we could put the carousel there and the snow globe there to balance things out. And we could put the small Mickey on the porch and the Mickey and Minnie on a sled we could put right there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, first we'll want to put the lights on the house and then the trees and shrubs, and this will create a background or a bottom layer to build on. And then once we have the stage set, then we can start adding the Mickey pathway markers and finally the air balloons to really bring it all together.
That's exciting. It's going to look so cute, and I love the Mickey theme that they've picked.
Me too.
Now, I know today we're using the LED lights. Is that better to use than the traditional old string lights?
Well, Rhonda, they really are because they're more energy efficient and they last longer, which means a lot less changing of the light bulb.
Okay, what is the best way to highlight the inflatable decor?
At a distance, the most eye-catching pieces are obviously the giant Mickeys. It's best to place them on either side of the house. Next, set up the carousel on the side of the lawn too and balance it out with a snow globe to give the viewer a sense of scale. Then, finish it up with the Mickey and Minnie sled air blown near the front of the yard.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, and I know it's going to be getting dark soon, so I'm super excited to see what the lights look like and all the decor that we've put up. Couldn't have done it without you, so thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Deborah, do you have a website that our viewers can learn more about the decorations?
Absolutely. Just go to jemmy.com.
Okay, thank you. We'll also have a link to their website on our website at designingspaces.tv, where you can also review any part of this show again. For Designing Spaces, I'm Rhonda Castagna. Happy holidays.
And once the sun goes down, the lights and characters really come to life.
You know, with all the family photos taken throughout the holidays and even through the entire year, wouldn't it be great to present them to other family members as a end-of-the-year gift?
I like it. That's a great idea. I can tell you it is a wonderful idea that will warm their heart. Watch. Every year, we welcome holiday visits from loved ones and friends and enjoy lots of parties and seasonal festivities. Of course, we're going to take a lot of photos. But instead of just putting them away in a drawer somewhere, we've got some ideas to help make sure those precious memories stay fresh all year long. To help us with that, once again, we've invited Renelle from Kodak Gallery to be with us. Renelle, welcome back.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Today, you're really going to help us to preserve all of those photos that we've all done it. We've put them away in a box, in the garage, in the attic, or even on our computer, but we don't get to enjoy them. So you're going to change that for us today.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we start?
Okay, so first off, 2011 has been a great year. You've taken probably hundreds of photos.
You know me, right?
I do know you. So what better way to capture it in a yearbook? And this is an example of a family yearbook. It's really easy, fun, simple to make. You simply can just upload your photos or start with an album on kodakgallery.com.
Okay.
And use Quick Start to automatically lay out the hundreds of photos that you've taken throughout the year.
What I like about this, it's not just one event. Usually you see photo books and they're maybe of a vacation or a special event in someone's lives. This is actually capturing just everyday photos.
Exactly. Well, that's the idea. You want to remember everything that happened to your family.
A year in review.
Exactly.
This is really cute.
So we've made it even easier with our new Resize and Move feature. That allows you to resize photos, crop them, tilt them, overlay photos. And you pretty much have all the creativity to make the book exactly the way you want.
Right, and that's nice. As creative as you want to be, you can be. And for those that are beginners, I'm sure it's very easy to use the website.
It is simply start with your photos, and then you can let us do all the rest. And then use Resize and Move to move around the photos that you would like to.
Okay, and on the backgrounds, I've noticed that each page has a different background. So those are all on the website. We just choose.
Right. We have over 75 backgrounds, anything from, Halloween designs to black designs, as well as Valentine's. So anything that you're looking to design with.
Right, and I'm guessing this is the resize. I like how they did that. Yeah, it's just being creative and having fun with your photos.
Right, and it's a fun process.
Yes.
And then another example is our larger size book. And this is an example of how you can really make a family keepsake by using vintage family photos. You can scan the photos and use the design called Family Memories. And this is really just something that you would be able to pass down, share with your family and friends all of the stories and the traditions throughout your family. So it's a great way to capture the history of your family.
And what's nice about this is we all have seen older photos, but when you go to see them, they're so nervous. Like, don't put your thumbprint on it. Be careful. Don't drink next to them. So this is actually nice because you're keeping them safe, and yet people can enjoy them at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And every book is hand inspected, so you can be ensured that this is a quality coffee table book. It looks professional.
I was just going to say, great as a coffee table book. Put it there, and that way everyone that comes over gets to see your photos or give them as a gift.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and we have, what is this, a collage?
Yes, so this is our wall art. Your photos are infused onto a wood panel. And this is an example of utilizing our collage layouts. So again, you probably have tons of photos, vacation photos, and you can't just pick one.
Yeah, it's hard to pick one, where this gives you the option of using quite a few.
Exactly, and it comes ready to hang, so it's very simple.
Look at that. You really took all the hard work out of this for us. Makes it easy.
And in back of us is actually a variety of sizes and styles that we have on the site. Anything from framed canvas to unframed canvas to mounted posters. Okay. And different sizes, so you can really mix and match.
And canvas does give it a different look too. So whether you want, like this looks glossy and shiny, and then you got the canvas, both beautiful but very different. So you have choices again.
Exactly.
Choices are good. And here's something we all need: calendars.
Right. So going into 2012, what better way to organize yourself with a photo calendar? Brand new this year, you can add photos and text to dates, so you'll never forget a birthday or an anniversary.
That's very good, and I love the fact that you can put their photo on there.
Exactly, and you can use the same tools like books, so you can use Resize and Move and get as creative with your calendar. And brand new, we have a larger size for more room for photos and text.
thought of everything, didn't you? So where can our viewers go to create all these great ideas for themselves?
Simply go to kodakgallery.com/thsholiday.
And then there you can upload your photos and create all these wonderful items. I'm sure there's a lot more on your website as well.
This is just a little bit, so there's a lot more on kodakgallery.com.
This is the sneak preview.
It is.
And then there they'll find a special little something, maybe a holiday present that Kodak is giving all Designing Space viewers.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, we'll also have a link to their website on ours at designingspaces.tv. And we would like to wish everyone a very, very happy holiday. We'll see you soon. Yeah, this is really cute.
Okay, now that we've got all the decorations up in the yard and we've ordered the family memories gifts for the end of the year, I say, let's eat.
I like it. If you mean getting into the kitchen and coming up with some fantastic holiday deliciousness, count me in.
All right, now we're cooking with olive oil.
That's right, with olive oil. Designing Spaces has hooked up with the pros for some fantastic recipes and ideas that make for delicious holiday meal planning. Watch. The holidays aren't complete without good food and entertaining. And for many of us, a big family dinner is a certainty. But all too often, the fine dinners are high in fats that may not fit into our dietary plans. As our special guest, Chef Nick Stellino, author of the cookbook, Nick Stellino Cooking with Friends, is here to share with us some fantastic recipes for the holidays that share one common ingredient, olive oil. Designing Spaces is partnering with Pompeian Olive Oil to help Americans make smarter eating choices. Nick, welcome to Designing Spaces.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's a pleasure, and I see you came very well prepared.
Well, we have the whole lineup of Pompeian olive oils, and it's all about purity and quality.
Okay.
What defines purity and quality? Pompeian has earned the seal, the North American Olive Oil Association, #1, very stringent seal, all the way down to random testing, as a matter of fact, to ensure that the consumer gets the very best.
Okay.
Also, it meets the new stringent guidelines of the USDA, so it's one of those things that makes you feel like you're really getting what you want. But what is the difference between all the different oils that they have? So we have extra virgin olive oil, classic, extra light tasting, olive extra, and olive extra plus with omega-3. Every olive oil has a different purpose.
Okay.
Extra virgin olive oil, great to be used raw for dips, marinades, for salad dressing, where you really want a pungent, full of flavor Mediterranean experience. Classic is a lighter tasting olive oil, something where you don't want the strong presence of the olive oil into it. Then we have the extra light tasting. That is fabulous. At home, I always use that myself every time it comes to frying, because it has a very high smoking point and allows you to really bring it to high temperatures. Then there is the olive extra and the olive extra plus with omega-3. These are very important. They're fantastic, especially if you're accustomed to do deep frying with corn oil or with vegetable oil. These are perfect for the purpose. And they're a nice mixture of canola oil and extra virgin olive oil, so you have the wonderful flavor of the extra virgin olive oil that comes along with it.
Let's talk about olive oil versus butter and when to use olive oil instead of butter.
Well, listen, I love butter just like anybody else.
Right.
But olive oil versus butter has two significant issues. One is of flavor and the other one is of health. A tablespoon of butter has almost 3 times the amount of saturated fat of a tablespoon of olive oil. People are not aware of the fact that olive oil tastes fantastic. As a matter of fact, in many of the high-end Italian restaurants all across the nation, when you sit down, one of the things that they offer you is beautiful Italian bread and a little bit of a bowl of the finest olive oil where you can dip the bread in it and take this wonderful aroma. So that's one of the things that we use. By the way, there's a wonderful cake right next to you, and this is what most people are not aware at home. Every time it comes to butter or shortening and making of pastries, extra light tasting makes the ideal substitution for butter in the making of sweets. Also, what I use it for when I bake, I line the pan with the extra light tasting olive oil to ensure that when you finally pop the cake on there, it slides right out without any burn, without sticking to the pan.
That's
a little trick that helps a lot of people.
Yeah, because I never thought of olive oil for baking. And you're going to show us some great holiday recipes.
Absolutely. Let's get started with this one. I have this wonderful shrimp recipe. Come with me.
Ooh, sounds good. Okay.
Let me show you to make this dish. It's simple, right to the point. We added some classic olive oil to the pan.
Okay.
We want a nice oil that can take a high smoking point. We got it nice and hot. Now we add the shrimp. This is very important for people at home to know this, because the biggest mistake that people make when they cook shrimp, they bring it to the oil when the oil is just warm enough. And that is a problem, because the shrimp goes from raw to cooked and then rubber in just a matter of seconds.
We don't want that.
By the way, this is part of an old Southern Italian tradition, La Vigilia, which is the day before Christmas. People do not eat meat, and they do not use milk products, including butter. So most of the dinners are done exclusively with fish, done in 7 different ways: fried, roasted, barbecue, whatever the case might be.
A lot of different ideas.
And this will be one of those dishes. Look, it's already cooking. Look how fast it is. Just about 15 seconds per side.
Okay.
This is exactly what this oil does for you. It brings you to the perfect temperature right away. Now, at this point, we stir it just a couple. The aroma that's coming out, beautiful.
So good.
Let's move it out. Let's just park it over here. But keep the oil in there, because the oil has an enormous amount of flavor. We're going to make now the sauce that goes together with that.
Put it to the side.
Look how rich that oil is, full of flavor. So here we go. A little bit of garlic in there. A little bit, so to speak. If you're Southern Italian like me, this is the average amount. Together with the garlic, we put a little bit of tomatoes. Cut in cubes, makes it prettier, also easier to cook. Together with that, you want to put some fresh herbs, and I put them whole. In this case, we have parsley, Italian parsley. As they fry into the oil, they release into the oil the natural flavors, and this is exactly what we like.
It smells so good.
I like to get it done. I'm going to eat this myself. I'm hungry. It's almost lunchtime. Here we go with the shrimp again.
Okay. So when the sauce is almost done, go ahead and put the shrimp back in.
And one last touch before we let it go. And the touch is Pompeian, by the way, also makes a wonderful line of cooking wine. So we're using Pompeian white wine cooking wine. Just cook it until the wine completely evaporates.
This is a very easy recipe.
It's fantastic. It's right down to the point. You see the shrimp now is picking up the color that's cooked.
Yes.
But you can see as I'm touching it how nice and tender still is.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're pretty much done. At this point, all that we need to do is just to serve it on a beautiful plate like this. And you're pretty much ready to go. Do in a very short period of time. And look, and here we go with the sauce that you can dip your bread into it. And there you are.
Oh, delicious.
Scampi alla stellino, so to speak.
Now, also around the holidays, people always do turkey. So any good recipe for a turkey?
Let me show you that idea that I have about a turkey for you.
Good.
We have actually coated the outside of the turkey, the skin, with classic olive oil.
This looks beautiful.
Well, what we wanted to do is use something that has a high smoke point, so that allows to have this wonderful high heat attacking it and still be able to baste it and give you this wonderful crinkly, crispy skin, the look that just makes you fall in love. If we use butter, one of the biggest difficulties would have been, and let's leave the health issues aside, is that butter tends to burn when you have it on high heat, especially at the end, when you just want to get the crispy skin, as we have achieved in this particular case. So here's one proof on how, by using the classic olive oil, not only you don't burn it, but you also have this wonderful seductive taste of the olive oil itself that completes the flavor of everything else.
All right, you're going to make our holidays really good this year.
Thank you.
Well, I have to thank you so much for being here. I mean, you really opened our eyes, our minds, and our taste buds. We have some great recipes and lots of great ideas also to use olive oil, but not only for the taste. I mean, we know the taste is delicious, but also the health factor that we spoke about today. That's really important for a lot of us.
Well, I would like to invite everyone to just come and see us on Pompeian.com. There's a lot of recipes that we have on the site. There's a lot of videos of me, by the way, and I look particularly handsome according to my wife. Those. And step-by-step on how to do it. And you can really have a fantastic time. And it can keep you entertained for quite a few evenings, as a matter of fact.
Delicious recipes. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Delightful.
And thanks to all of you for watching. And if you missed any part of today's show, please visit our website at designingspaces.tv. We'll see you soon, and happy holidays.
Hey, everybody's hungry here on the cruise, so I think I'll start to cut the turkey.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Ciao a tutti.
Debbie, you would think spreading holiday cheer would not have a time limit, but guess what?
It does?
It does.
All right. Well, on behalf of everyone here at Designing Spaces, we would like to wish you a wonderful and fulfilling holiday season and a very happy new year. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. We'll see you soon.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.